to recover alcoholic. I'm willing to change. I want to thank you all for your presence and reaching out to me, your love, your prayers. Especially thank you for joining with us today to celebrate the life of Barney Lee Alfield. I want to talk about the man I knew and loved as I am the person who knew him the best.
Well.
The name Barney is from the name Bernard according to ancient lore, and it stands for brave bear. This fits because Barney had a lot of strength and courage. It takes courage to change, to be vulnerable, to love unconditionally with your whole heart, and to live with over 3,000 women. He did, over a 20-year span. Barney was crazy talented. He was an amazing artist, sculptor, painter, cartoonist, a budding film editor, photographer, and cook. No one can or ever will equal his biscuits and gravy. Can I?
Amen.
He was a wildly magnificent romantic, given to making grand gestures. He enjoyed planning elaborate surprises. He was a thoughtful, imaginative lover, filling a room with hundreds of roses, planning unexpected destinations like San Francisco, Big Bear, or a moonlit gondola ride through the canals at Seal Beach, or hiring 2 violinists to serenade me with my favorite music. He had a delightful sense of humor. Ranging from childlike simplicity to the slightly perverse. What Barney found to be funny was based on what the fellas on the tier in prison thought. He loved playing all manner of practical jokes and tricks, from popping out of the dark wearing a frightening mask to giving the girls exploding lipstick.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. Mom. Your mom definitely.
My mom got it so much.
He kept us laughing, and he could laugh at himself. He was his favorite target of his jokes. He was famous for his fashion statements. With eclectic, extreme taste. On a daily basis, he wore slingshot tees and sweatpants. But oh, how he loved to dress up for an occasion. Suits, hats, ties, shoes, canes, earrings. He adored wearing these things. Also flashy cufflinks and belt buckles. In winter, he usually wore a gray Smurf hat. But I know he took a great deal of pride strutting across Times Square in New York City and being the best dressed man there, and he was. Barney's most favorite store to shop at was a menswear shop in Memphis who catered to a clientele of pimps. In sobriety, he had gone to Mission College and graduated from the Addiction Studies program under Dr. James Crossan, whom he loved dearly, and passed certification as an addiction counselor and educator with SCAR and CADE, and kept these current with annual continued education. Astonishing for one with such a small amount of formal education. Most of his came to him while in juvenile reform schools. But he had the heart, and he had the tenacity, and he wanted to be good at what he did. He believed that service was the rent you pay for the space you take up on earth. He was a very compassionate man. He loved animals and was a dedicated vegetarian for many years. He often commented to me that this world is hell for animals. He felt their suffering deeply. He welcomed all the strays that came our way. rabbits, goats, cats, dogs, sheep, donkey, birds, chickens, guinea pigs, and 3 Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs. Not to mention the alcoholics and other lost people. Barney loved to travel and take photographs. He loved jazz and techno music, and sometimes classical music. He enjoyed unusual, unique people. He appreciated weirdness. He liked sci-fi movies, especially old monster movies like The Thing. He said he related to the monster and always rooted for him to win. He was intrigued with weapons and had a collection of swords and other things. He was a very good shot. He was very knowledgeable about Greek mythology, ancient religions, and sculpturing. He memorized prayers. He enjoyed beautiful places created by nature, and I know he felt very stirred by them. He prized his sobriety above everything and had a strong connection with God. He started each morning and ended each night in prayer on his knees. He loved Alcoholics Anonymous and his teachers and advisors in his home group. And he often said, I love my Howe people. Those guys know how to party. He lived to principles and was always available to do 12-step work. He would not tolerate anyone using or abusing newcomers. Barney truly loved drunks, and he learned a lot from working with the women at Oasis. He said, most men don't understand. Women are human beings too. As much as he joked around about being surrounded by women all the time, I know that he never looked upon any one of them as anything more than another sick child of God who needed our help. He was a rare person. He was fair, and he knew how to love unconditionally. You could tell Barney anything, and he wouldn't judge you. Barney changed my life when he entered it, and my life has changed again now that he's gone from us physically. Nothing can take away the 22 years worth of wonderful memories I have, and I am grateful for every minute of every day of it. It was never boring. He loved me with all his heart, and he made me very happy. Our love just grew and grew over the years. I am so proud to be his wife. And I hope to live the rest of my life in a way that will honor him. He always said that I was the best person he ever knew. He certainly was the best I ever knew. It's fitting that we celebrate his life because it mattered very much that he was here. And he touched so many lives in the most important way that one human being can touch another's life. He was real and genuine. He understood us and accepted us. And he taught us that it's good to be free. Now, during the earthquake in the 90s, Barney and I were in the epicenter in Northridge. And our little apartment collapsed. The roof was dancing up and down, the walls came loose and curled inward, and we lay on the bed holding each other. During a lull in the powerful aftershocks, I jumped up and got dressed. And cologne. I said, honey, why did you, of all things, hurry up and put on some cologne? He said, if I'm going to be shooting home to glory, I want to smell good. This was his reality. Barney loved New Orleans, and the parades held there when people passed on. So tonight, I'm going to ask you to please join me. I'm going to ask you to help me celebrate. Everybody stand up, please. Okay. This here is what he would like. This is the song he always dedicated to me. Woo! Come on, George, clap. Come on.